Hello everyone, in this video we'll solve some practice questions for CPC exam related to CPT. This video is part 3. To practice some more questions related to CPT, you can check the playlist CPT Practice Questions series. The link will also be mentioned in the description. Practicing solving questions related to CPT is very crucial to clear your CPC exam in the first attempt. Let's start with the first question. Read the question. Brooke, a 9-month-old girl, underwent a radiologic examination for osseous survey of the axial and appendicular skeleton to look for current and or old healed fractures. The radiology order listed the primary diagnosis as probable fracture to right arm and suspected child abuse. How should you report this radiologic exam? Let us check the options. Check option A 76499, that is for unlisted diagnostic radiographic procedure. Check option B 77075, that is for radiologic examination osseous survey complete axial and appendicular skeleton. And check option C 77076, that is for radiologic examination osseous survey infant. And option D 77072 is for bone age studies. So which among these four codes is the right one? The right code is 77076 because that is for radiologic examination osseous survey infant. Okay, since the patient is a 9-month-old girl, we have to use the code for infant. So option C 77076 is the right code. Let us eliminate other options. We'll eliminate option A 76499, that is for unlisted diagnostic radiographic procedure. But we have the codes for osseous survey, right? So we need not code unlisted procedure. So let us eliminate option A. Coming to option B 77075, that is for radiologic examination osseous survey complete axial and appendicular skeleton. Okay, but we have to code for infant, right? Because the patient is a 9-month-old girl. Therefore, we cannot use the code 77075. So eliminate option B. Coming to option D 77072, that is for bone age studies. In the scenario, they have not mentioned bone age studies. So we'll eliminate option D. Option C is the right answer. Let us move on to the next question. Read the question. The physician excised a 5 mm excise diameter benign blue nevus from the patient's arm and performed a simple closure for a patient for which the physician reported CPT code 11400. A month later, outside the post-operative period, the same patient as in the above question returned to her surgeon's office with the 2 cm malignant lesion on her arm. In order to ensure that the entire malignancy was removed, the surgeon excised 2 cm lesion and 2 cm skin margin, 1 cm above the lesion and 1 cm below the lesion. This was the narrowest clinical margin required to adequately excise the lesion. How should this be reported? Okay, we'll check the options. Option A 11404 is for excision of benign lesion including margin except skin tag, trunk, arms or legs, excise diameter 3.1 to 4.0 cm. In option B, the code 11602 is for excision of malignant lesion including margin, trunks, arms or legs, excise diameter 1.1 to 2 cm. And option C 11604 is for excision malignant lesion including margin, trunk, arm or legs. Excise diameter is 3.1 to 4 cm. And option D, along with the code 11604, they have appended modifier 58. So which among these three codes is the right one? The right code is 11604 because that is for excision of malignant lesion and the excise diameter is 3.1 to 4 cm. So here The lesion is malignant, right? Here they have mentioned a month later, the same patient as in the above question returned to a surgeon's office with the 2 centimeter malignant lesion. Okay. And the malignant lesion is on her arm. So 11604 is the right code according to the type of lesion and the anatomic location and also the size, because here the surgeon excised 2 centimeter lesion and 2 centimeter skin margin. Okay. So the reporting of the excision of a lesion is based on the greatest clinical diameter of the lesion plus the narrowest margin. Right. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Therefore, we are using the code 11604, that is for excised diameter 3.1 to 4 centimeter. Therefore, option C is the right answer. We'll eliminate option A because that is for benign lesion. But according to the question, we have to code for malignant lesion, not benign lesion. So eliminate option A. We'll eliminate option B because in the code 11602, the size is 1.1 to 2 centimeter. But we have to code for 4 centimeter according to the size mentioned in the question. Therefore, we'll eliminate option B also. In option D, they have appended modifier 58. So what is modifier 58? Modifier 58 is staged or related procedure or service by the same physician or other qualified healthcare professional during the post-operative period. But in the question, they have mentioned outside the post-operative period, this procedure is taking place. Therefore, we should not code modifier 58. If the procedure was done in the post-operative period, then we would have used the modifier 58. But according to the question, we should not append modifier 58. So, eliminate option D. Option C, 11604 is the right answer. Let us move on to the next question. Read the question. A physician performs an anterior interbody arthrodesis on C5 to C7, including discectomy and decompression of the spinal cord. How should the physician services be reported? You may get confused when you look at many codes. So, first, let us check the first code from each option. Okay. So, in option A, B and C, they have given 22551 and in option D it is 22554. So, first let us check these two codes, 22551 and 22554. 22551 is for arthrodesis, anterior interbody technique including disc space preparation, discectomy, osteophytectomy and decompression of spinal cord or nerve roots, cervical below C2. And the code 22554 is for arthrodesis, anterior interbody technique including minimal discectomy to prepare interspace other than decompression, cervical below C2. In the scenario, they have mentioned anterior interbody arthrodesis including discectomy and decompression of the spinal cord. But the code 22554 is for other than for decompression. Okay, so we cannot use the code 22554. We have to use the code 22551 because in that they have mentioned decompression of the spinal cord. Therefore, we'll eliminate option D directly, because if one code is wrong, the entire option will be wrong. Now we are left with option A, option B and option C. The first code in option A, B and C is 22551, that is correct. The second code in option A, B and C is 22552. So that is for each additional interspace. Okay, so here the arthrodesis is for C5 to C7. So we will report 22551 for the primary interspace, that is C5 to C6, and C6 to C7 we will use the code 22552. In option A and B, they have mentioned the code 63075 and 63076. That is for discectomy anterior with decompression of spinal cord or nerve root including osteophytectomy, cervical, single interspace. But those codes are for discectomy anterior with decompression of spinal cord, right? But according to the scenario, we have to code arthrodesis, because they have mentioned arthrodesis, and the code 22551 includes arthrodesis, anterior interbody including disc space preparation, discectomy, osteophytectomy. It is included in the code 22551, right? So we need not code 63075 and 63076 additionally. So option A and B will be wrong. Option C is the right answer. Dr. Sally, an anesthesiologist, provided general anesthesia for a 72-year-old patient with mild hypertension undergoing open arthroscopy of the humeral neck. During this procedure, Dr. Sally was not supervising or monitoring any other cases. How should Dr. Sally report her code for this case? An easy way to eliminate the wrong options is considering the age of the patient. The age of the patient is 72-year-old. Therefore, while using anesthesia codes, if the age of the patient is extreme, that is younger than 1 year or older than 70, we have to use the qualifying circumstance add-on code 99100. Okay, so in the scenario, the age of the patient is 72. So we have to obviously use the code 99100. So we'll eliminate the option which doesn't have 99100, that is option C and option D. Now we are left with only two codes, that is 01630 and 01620. 01630 is for anesthesia for open or surgical arthroscopic procedures on humeral head and neck, not otherwise specified. And in option B, 01620 is for anesthesia for closed procedures on humeral head and neck. In this scenario, there is open arthroscopy of the humeral neck, right? So, we have to use the code for open procedure, that is 01630. We'll eliminate the code 01620, that is for closed procedure. Therefore, option A is the right answer. The modifier AA is an HCPCS modifier, that is for anesthesia services performed personally by the anesthesiologist. And the physical status modifier P2 is for a patient with mild systemic disease. You can see here they have mentioned mild hypertension. Therefore, we are using the physical status modifier P2.